Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Bank of the Philippine Islands. Do more with BPI. Mabuhay teammates! Ito ang Basketball Universe at ako si Bill Velasco. Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Eastern Communications, Partners in Progress. Ngayon naman pag-usapan natin ang heartbreaker, si Alex Compton na naglaro sa Metropolitan Basketball Association, naglaro bilang import sa PBA at naging coach pa ng Alaska Mill. Mahaba ang kanyang naging kwento at sa kanyang paglisa ng Pilipinas, naisip niyang sumulat ng libro para huwag masaktan ng mga magulang ang mga kabataan.
Mga magulang na minsan, Mamba mentality! You gotta want it! Tapos yung anak mo, 6 years old pa lang. Parang, uy, dahan-dahan muna tayo dyan. Bata pa yan eh. So, we've just seen, sa amin, we've just seen a wide spectrum of parents, right? And karamihan naman sa mga magulang, halos lahat nga eh, we want what's best for our kids. So anytime we're too emotional, we're probably not making the best decisions with what we say or how we conduct ourselves. Akong unang tataas ng kamay na guilty ako dyan, right? And so we wanted to write this book because parenting's hard.
Ang programa ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Bank of the Philippine Islands. Do more with BPI. Waterproofing o sealant ba ang hanap mo? Sa German technology ng Sista, protektado ka ng 10 taon. Yan ang tapal na tatagal. Ngayon naman pag-usapan natin ano ang magiging kinabukasan ni Alex Compton at maging ng basketball at paano niya palalawakin ang impluensya ng kanyang aklag.
First of all, Alex, ano ba yung naging experience mo which made you decide to write a book?
Well, sa una wala sa idea ko 'yan, wala sa isip ko 'yan. Kaibigan ko si Wallace Panlilio, Dr. Panlilio. Nagsulat sila ng kaibigan niya ng isang book na Wisest Learners for Parents. And yung book na yan tungkol sa academic learning, sa utak talaga ng mga bata, how they learn, the best ways that they learn, and as parents, bilang magulang tayo, how we can best help them in that process. He wrote one, and sobrang close kami, talagang pinaka-close sa buong mundo yan eh. And so, he wrote that book, it's brilliant, wonderfully done. Then he wrote a book for teachers. Yun yung talagang napaka-technical. Kailangan guro ka talaga eh. Yun yung talagang para sa mga teacher. Kung hindi ka teacher, don't read that one. That's gonna be too deep for you. And then they wrote one for kids, and somewhere in the process after his first and his second and his third, he spoke with my co-author and I, Kevin Delafu, separately, but about this idea. He said, hey, you guys have sports backgrounds, and you're both parents and you're involved in coaching and you've organized tournaments. Like, you'd be a really good voice in this if we did something like this for parents in athletics. So when he brought it up, I had no thoughts of writing a book. But sa mga nakita ko, hindi lang sa US, pati sa Pilipinas, may spectrum yan eh. So may mga magulang na, wow, mahusay, grabe, kahanga-hanga ka. You're just such a great dad or mom. You can tell, you watch them at a sports event. And then there's some that parang balewala yung mga ginagawa ng anak nila. Walang pakialam masyado. So they're not very involved. And sometimes that can just be because ibang sitwasyon sa buhay, they have to work more, right? Understandable naman yan. Yung mga iba, minsan walang pakialam masyado sa mga ginagawa ng mga anak nila. And then on the other end, meron ka rin mga magulang na minsan, Mamba mentality! You gotta want it! Tapos yung anak mo, 6 years old pa lang. Parang, uy, dahan-dahan muna tayo dyan. Bata pa yan eh. So, we've just seen a wide spectrum of parents, right? And karamihan naman sa mga magulang, halos lahat nga eh, we want what's best for our kids. So anytime we're too emotional, we're probably not making the best decisions with what we say or how we conduct ourselves. Akong unang tataas ng kamay na guilty ako dyan, right? And so we wanted to write this book because parenting's hard. And a lot of times our passion for our kids in sports is so intense that I would bet, para sa, ayaw kong sabihin ng karamihan, but for a lot of parents, the most intense their emotions they feel is watching their kids in sports. Kasi anak mo yan eh. You love your kid. You have hopes, you have dreams, you're cheering for them, you want to see them succeed, and a lot of other things. So we can be really emotional and then maybe not execute the best parenting strategies because of that. So we wanted to help parents who have their kids in youth sports.
Ano yung mga madalas na ginagawa, no? The most common things that parents do na emotionally nasasaktan yung mga anak nila?
I think medyo matindi yung sigaw nila sa sideline na nagko-coach na sila. So 'di ba yung mga bata kung nasa team sila, may coach na. Eh yung pala,
Naguguluhan.
oo, kasi dapat pakinggan ko yung coach ko. 9 years old pa lang ako. Pero sumisigaw si daddy o si mama na ganito dapat. Pero sinasabi niya, tapos, if you think about it, in a 9-year-old brain, in a fast-moving sport, daming nangyayari. It's hard enough to try to figure out, wait, where am I supposed to be? Where do I go? What play was that? Wait, what does box out mean? I do what? And then mommy and daddy are yelling, or mommy or daddy are yelling at me to do this. Tapos sinasabi ni coach, dapat ito ang gagawin ko. Ang hirap naman. But sometimes they just need us during the game to be quiet. Let the coach and cheer them on and cheer for things like effort, cheer for things like sportsmanship, and then let them play. And sometimes our yells can be almost distractions, and sometimes, unfortunately, nakita ko, sometimes the yells can be hurtful, and that's really tough when it's in a public setting.
Paano mo naman na aayusin yun, Alex, na halimbawa nasaktan mo yung anak mo, and then later on you realize that you were wrong or you were too intense. How do you help heal that?
One of the things that I believe wholeheartedly in doing is nagsasorry naman ako. Eh di, nakita naman nila mali ako. So, bakit ayokong sabihin na mali ako? Sino nagsabi sa akin na dapat perfecto naman lahat ng mga tatay? Hindi nga. So, I'm not perfect. So, if I make a mistake and blow up with my kids, once I realize it, I'll go, hey, sorry. And the sorry can sometimes be, I shouldn't have done this and I'm sorry and I'll try hard not to do that again. If I do it again, I'll say sorry again. I'm going to try not to, though. Okay, daddy was wrong. Or sometimes the sorry can be, I'm sorry I got so mad. Now, I should have been mad because your behavior was wrong. We never do this, and then fill in the blank for the behavior that we never condone for kids and we tell them not to do. So I should have been mad and I should have corrected you, but I shouldn't have been that mad. And I'm sorry, and I'll try not to get that mad again. But that doesn't condone your behavior. That doesn't make your behavior right. Minsan, nagsasawa sila sa boses natin eh, right? And so they watch us, but they don't want to listen to us. And so they see daddy realized he was just a jerk. Is he going to say sorry and model humility? Or is he just going to be proud and walk away? Because that's going to affect me as a kid. So now, if I watch my dad say sorry to me for something he did wrong, it's easier for me to say sorry to somebody else.
Hanggang bahay ba kailangan pang pag-usapan yon o hindi na muna?
So eto, bawat context iba't iba. So may mga bata na talagang yun yung gusto nila. Pagkatapos ng laro, Dad, kita mo ba yung ginawa ko dito? Ay, pabayaan mo na yan. Eh, gusto nga niya eh. Okay lang. Right? Ang nagiging problema natin bilang magulang is ayaw ng mga bata kasi sad na sila o may problema sila. Tapos, ang unang lumalabas sa bibig natin is, ba't mo yan ginawa? Right? Ay, medyo talas na yan. Mali ka dyan eh. Sabi ko sa iyo, ilang beses na eh. Huwag mo yan gawin. Right? The kid's already feeling bad. Malungkot na nga siya eh.
Yes.
He feels bad. Tapos, parang ginidiin na natin yung alam mo yun, they don't need that. So a trick I'm trying to use and trying to get better at, Bill, pangako ko sa'yo, hindi talaga ako na master na kahit anumang bagay sa parenting kasi mahirap yan eh. Tao lang din tayo eh. But a trick I'm trying to use is read where they're at emotionally. Basahin natin yung mga, just how they feel. Are they sad? Are they okay? And then ask them about something positive to start. Lalo na kung medyo bata pa sila, 10 years old pa lang. Hey, bud, what was your favorite part of the game? And if you can tell they're sad, give them a compliment. You know what? I saw the way that you hustled for that ball that was going out of bounds. I thought, honestly, that was my favorite play you made all game. No one else went after the ball and you went after. That was awesome, dude. Doing that, good things are going to happen. Now they start to feel good about themselves. And the kids, they're just people. They're not junior people. They're not apprentice people. Tao din sila. They're just young ones. So we got to realize if we do the same with our bosses, they do that with their authority, who is us. They look at us and go, oh, are they going to be mad and harsh? Or is this the kind of relationship where I can be open and talk to them and I can be relaxed? The kid's identity is not, I'm a volleyball player. I'm a basketball player. I'm a football player. No. That's not who you are. That's something you do. And if you want to be good at it, you practice until you get better. But we're probably not ever going to be the best in the world. You can shoot for it, nothing wrong with that. But we're probably never going to be best in the world at anything. Try to be faithful with you got and see how far you can develop that and what you can earn and how you can get your team. So That's me. That's how I choose to operate.
Okay, let's look at the big picture, let's say for basketball. For you, what does it take to develop, let's say, young men, kids into players who would play for maybe Gilas Pilipinas and compete internationally?
Well, one, don't steal the joy of the game from them. So one of the ways to lose some of the most talented players is to drive them and push them so hard that when they're young, that they don't want to play anymore. And you can try
Not
all you
fun.
want. Yeah, kung ayaw niya maglaro, at kasalanan natin mga magulang, well then it's got to be fun. And especially at the young ages, it really needs to be fun. And being screamed at when you're 6, 7, 8 is not fun. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Now, being screamed at and being held accountable, ibang usapan na yan. So, ako, my rule, fifth grade coach pa lang ako. So, I'm coaching fifth graders after coaching Alaska, right? So, it's a promotion, right? So, lots of zeros in my salary bill. Lots of zeros. Actually, lahat naman zero eh. So when I'm coaching the fifth graders, it's got to be a lot of joy, and I need to know where the kids are at. So if I can try to help them have more joy playing, but also have boundaries. So if I say, hey, no dribbling when I'm talking, one more time, guys, we're all going to run. I'd rather just talk to you. I don't have to be angry coach at the 10-year-olds. Next kid dribble when I'm talking. All right, everybody put the ball down on the baseline. I'd rather we practice. Okay, down and back, go. Down and back. Oh, what's our rule? Didn't touch the line. All right, come on, everybody touch the line. Touch the line and we can go again. Down and back, got to go hard. I think if you have that same progress for the most talented Gilas type players, they want to play. You want to have the kind of kids who are talented, who you have to say, stop shooting. It's time to go home, right? If you can help them fall in love with the game where that's what they have, then it's going to be a lot easier to develop the best players, right? And you can amp up the discipline per year, per age as they get older until let's go.
What do you tell coaches who say, I'm not their therapist, I'm not their grandpa, I'm not their friend, I'm their coach? And then on the other end, you have the fathers who say, I know what's best for my kid, not you. How do you, change the mindset there?
I don't know how often we're going to win the battle against a parent. And I think, a lot of times, have you ever had a misunderstanding with someone and you didn't talk to them about it?
Yeah.
And in your head, it spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
To where, for a certain point, you started daydreaming and you guys are like fighting to the death to throw each other off a cliff. And it's a minor understanding. And then you're like, what just happened? How did I get there?
Yeah.
And then when you talk to the person, okay na, nagsorry na kayo, bati na kayo, okay na.
Yeah.
So I would encourage coaches and parents to have brief little discussions, understand the groundworks. And I would tell coaches, you're not the parent. And I would tell parents, you're not the coach.
Yeah.
So as the parent, you know what's best for your kid. And as a coach, I'm in charge of what's best for the team. And if you're going to be a part of the team, it's not always going to be about what's best for you as an individual. It's about what's best for the team. And that's a beautiful teaching point in team sports.
Last thing, if there was one message, isang bagay lang, nasasabihin mo sa mga magulang, how to handle their children if their children are into sports.
Big picture. So isang phrase, when in doubt, zoom out. Sometimes we get so close and so focused on this quarter. So this is right now, but their lifespan is huge, right? So we get focused on this and their life is this. We have to zoom out all the way to the big picture and worry about the relationship. The relationship supersedes anything that has to do with the sport.
Yan ang Basketball Universe para sa araw na ito. Mapapanood kami mula Lunes, Miyerkules at Biyernes. Kaya like, share, and subscribe na sa Facebook and YouTube at follow na rin. LSS tayo mga kaibigan. Nais naming pasalamatan ang aming mga sponsor. Bank of the Philippine Islands, Eastern Communications, Eurotex at Sista. Laging tatandaan saan man kayo at anuman ang ginagawa ninyo, magkakampi tayo. Ako si Bill Velasco at ito ang Basketball Universe. Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Bank of the Philippine Islands. Do more with BPI.